So, okay, let me see. It is 1:31, so I think we should start. And the first question I have is, does anybody have any questions? Yes.
If somebody has Love Shalom, it's on page 4, the candle lighting.
Okay, so just to make a correction, it's Lave Shalom.
Shalom, yeah.
Okay, there is a difference. That's okay. There's a difference
Okay.
between Shalom and Shalem. They come from the same root, but Lave Shalom is complete. And I think the reason why Shalom, which means peace, also comes from that same root. There must be some connection between being complete and having peace. But I'm not a linguist, so you know, I can't figure that out. But that is that connection. So thank you for giving that the page. That's page 4 for something. Yes, I have it all written down. I was looking them up and having a real problem last night, this morning, trying to figure it out.
For the candle lighting is page 4.
Yes. Okay, so I thought, let me see what I sent out. I am less than totally organized today. I apologize.
All of the pages that you sent out for my Siddur are correct. I put
Oh,
post-it
good.
notes there.
I did too.
Okay, excellent. So today we are supposed to go over Friday night Shabbat blessings, candles, wine, challah, hand washing, and blessing of the children. I couldn't find blessing of the children in Siddur Lev Shalem, so I didn't put that down on our list. We can catch up with that. I could have taken a picture, but I was doing something else, I guess. Anyway, and then I thought we would probably have time so that we would go to Shalom Alechem, which is why I copied it, because I could not find that in the PDF downloaded version of Siddur Lev Shalem that I was looking at.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you say that you sent out stuff this morning?
Okay, yes, I sent out page numbers and a copy of what we were doing. Let me tell you when I sent this. Give me a minute.
Because I don't have it.
You
Give
sent
me a
it at
minute.
9. She sent it at 9:55 a.m. Eastern time.
Correct, 9:55 a.m. Eastern time.
I don't have it.
Okay, I can
Look
forward
in your
it.
spam. Look in your spam bin.
You were on my list, Gail.
Yeah, I don't know why it's,
You're, so, let me forward.
Yeah.
Spam bins are getting very, very touchy these days. I find a lot in spam bins, even of emails from people I email constantly.
it's
Yeah.
not in my spam.
All right, I just hit send. I heard the whoosh on my iPhone.
Okay. I've got
Which means
my
that-
Android, so.
So it means you should have it.
Okay.
Hi, Jerry.
Okay. So I thought we would, so anyway, again, hello, everybody. It's nice to see everybody.
Hello, Carol.
And let's start with the Friday night candle blessings, which I believe are in the complete Sim Shalom on page 717. In the Sim Shalom for Shabbat and festivals, page 301, and the Siddur Lev Shalem on page 4. So hopefully everybody is with me. I am now going to open my Siddur.
So I don't know what's going on.
Did you get the email I just sent?
Nope.
Maybe I have your email incorrect. Hello, I didn't- MGM, whatever.
429 at AOL.com.
Carol, would you like me to try sending it to her?
Okay, thank you, because I have that email address, Gail, and that is what I've used now twice.
Okay, Ruth, thank you.
Yeah. All right, just give me a second.
No
Yeah.
problem. and I'm sorry to hold up
And-
the class. That's not what I like to do.
And by the way, Gail,
Yes,
because I used to have so many problems with AOL, I dumped them. I still have an account. I check it now and again because some people didn't get the word that I changed it, but I no longer use AOL for just the reason you're pointing out. I would get emails 3 hours after they were sent or something, which is not, to my mind, acceptable.
It's on its way, Gail.
okay. Thank you very much, Ruth.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we'll start with the Friday night candle blessings, which if you have which Siddur are you using, Gail? Gail K.
Actually, I have Sim Shalom, but what I did was I went on the internet and printed up blessings, all the
Oh,
Friday night blessings. So this is what I did.
Sounds good to me. Works. Okay. Somebody has some noise in the background? Okay. So page 717 in Complete Sim Shalom or 301 in Sim Shalom for Shabbat and Festivals or page 4 in Siddur Lev Shalem. I'll
What
give
was
everyone a minute. to-
Festivals.
Shabbat and Festivals, that's the one that's on 301. At the skinnier one. Okay, Fran, I think you have something going on in the background. Yeah. Okay. I'd like to remind everyone that if you're in a spot where people might be talking in the background, to please mute yourself because it is terribly, terribly distracting. So thank you very much. Okay, does everyone have a page that has Shabbat candles lighting blessing on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, excellent, excellent. And before we absolutely start, I see that Arena has joined us.
Hi, everyone.
And I want to acknowledge that it was your idea that I send out page numbers so that everybody could be quote unquote on the same page. So thank you very much for that idea. Everybody seems to think that that was a very good idea. Actually, not a very good idea, but an excellent idea. So thank you very much. I want to give credit where credit is due.
Thank you.
Thanks, Arena.
Okay, so Nancy, you're the first person I see on my screen. And if you wouldn't mind reading the blessing for over candles, that can be found in any one of a number of places. And you're muted, at this point, you're muted, so please unmute yourself.
Team Shalom.
Okay, here I am. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, thank you.
Here we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech ha'olam asher kiddishanu b'mitzvotav b'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Yes, very good. Thank you very much. Now, I am assuming you read that in the Hebrew, you covered over the transliteration and so forth and so on. I know we all, go ahead.
I really had to hold back because it's something I know. So I made myself read it and thankful. Yes.
Yes, that's the point. A lot of blessings, a lot of songs. There's a lot that we know because we've gone to synagogue week after week after week, or we've done this week after week after week, year after year after year. And so it's in our head. And you almost don't need to look at the printed version, but the point here is to learn how to read. So you need to use the printed version so that you can in fact say, I can read this, not just recite it.
Mhm.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So Gail Kaiser,
Yes.
Gail, okay. So I wanted So there's the simple blessing over wine, and then there's the whole kiddush. I just want to look at the blessing over the wine, which
Okay,
I believe is in page 726, incomplete 312 in Sim Shalom for Shabbat and festivals, and
I
Lev
have
Shalom,
it.
page 76.
All right, so you just want the one liner, in other words.
Right, basically the one-liner. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei pri hagafen.
Yes, very nice. Thank you very much. That is what I wanted. Does anybody have any questions? Is everybody with us?
No, I'm lost. Where on page 726 is it?
Okay, on page 726, that was in the big print, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 6th line down, if you don't look at the little subtitles.
Okay.
Okay, does everybody have it now?
I'll find
Got
it.
it.
I will find it.
Then you know what page.
Okay, so in complete Sim Shalom, page 726.
Right.
And if you look, you've got like 4 little words at the top in a smaller print. Don't
Right.
count those. Count then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th line is 1 word. Skip the 2 little words after that, and then it's the next line.
Got it. Thank
Got
you.
it?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay. Blessing for washing hands. In the complete Sim Shalom, clearly I mistyped it. There were not 7,000 pages in that volume. It's only page 734. So I was using my computer and I think it just doubled. And Sim Shalom for Shabbat and festivals, page 313, and in Sidor Lev Shalem, page 99, line 9. And in the complete Sim Shalom, it says after the ritual washing of hands. So you wash the hands and then say the blessing. So everybody see that? It's 4 lines from the bottom on that page. Does everybody have it? More or less? Okay, good. Thank you. And Ruth, I'm up to you.
Okay. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushonu b'mitzvotav v'ti vanu
Yep.
al natilat yadayim.
Yes, very nice.
Thank you.
Anybody have any questions?
Yadayim.
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 Okay. Now, I thought we would proceed to Shalom Alechem. And since I could absolutely not find it anywhere in the PDF I had of Sidor Lev Shalem, I shot a photo of it from one of my Sidurim. If you prefer to use a page, it's 722 in the complete Sim Shalom and 309 in the Sim Shalom for Shabbat and festivals. But I shot a picture of it to make it easier. So Karen, are you with us?
Kind of. Okay.
Okay, so just please the first line.
Shalom Aleinu.
Whoops.
No, Shalom Allah
Ale.
Aleikum.
Okay, stop for a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So first of all, the backwards C without a dot has the sound of huh, like that guy, that composer, Johann Sebastian Bach.
Mhm.
So it's Shalom Alechem.
Yeah.
2 dots side by side. You didn't have, you weren't in the beginner class, in which case I can redo this, but I like to teach people that the two dots side by side are like the eyes of a snake. And they say A. Okay, I can draw
Okay.
the picture for you if you would like. But
That's
you don't
okay.
need it. Okay, so start that line again, please.
Shalom Alechem.
Ale. Again?
Alechem.
Yes, nice.
Mella Alechem.
Whoops. No, no. Mal.
A.
Hey.
Hey. Hashavta.
Mm-mm. Ha. Sha.
Hasharato.
Okay, stop for a second. I'm gonna go get a piece of paper and pen. I wasn't quite ready.
Sorry.
No, it's nothing for you to worry about. It's me. I got involved with a whole lot of emails before this class, so I wasn't as ready as I like to be. And, okay, so here we go. So the word that you got a little stuck on, so we have Shalom Alechem. The next one is Mal Ache. And so I'm gonna write that out.
Carol,
Yes,
the two dots under the lamed, we don't use them?
okay, hold on one second. I'm coming back to that in a minute.
Okay.
Okay, who asked the question, please? Denise. Okay, thank you. So, yeah, I gotta take the blur. Hold on one second. I have to redo my background and I can, oh, here we go. Background and filters, take off the blur. Okay, all right. So here's the word. It's malache. The two dots is a silent vowel. And it allows us to be able to put, in some cases, two consonant sounds together. Because every Hebrew letter must have a vowel. And if you don't want that letter to have an additional sound, you've got to have the silent vowel. So it is mal,
Okay. Okay.
And what I like to remind people is sometimes the best way to read is to cover up what you don't need. In other words, I start with the ma, and then I add the o, mal, and then I add che. See what I did? I covered up what I didn't need so that I can sound out the word letter, vowel, letter, vowel, letter, vowel. That's how it works. Okay?
Okay. Yep. Got it.
Carol, I found
Yes.
it's on page 5 in Siddur Lev Shalom.
Lev Shalem. It's Shalem.
It's page 5.
Well, terrific. Thank you very much. Anyone using Siddur Lev Shalem, it's the red covered book. It's on page 5. I couldn't find it. But then again, I was using a PDF. So. All right. So we just read line number 1, I believe. Yes?
The last
You
word.
didn't complete it.
I think we didn't finish it. Okay, so, you know what? Karen, everyone can use
Yeah.
the practice. Why don't you start again?
Shalom Alechem.
Okay, wait,
Lechem. Mala. Malachem.
Mala,
Bacha. Hasharat.
rate,
Rate. Malache.
L.
Elyon.
Right, very nice. Okay. It's very important to read the letters and vowels you see in front of you. So I will now tell a story. When I went to school, I learned how to read by sounding out the letters and the vowels. I am 7 years older than my sister. And we lived in a community that was known for its progressive education techniques. Never trust anything that says progressive. Anyway, so by the time my sister went to school and was being taught how to read, they had dumped the concept of sounding out letters and vowels. And it was a recognition system. So she was taught to read the word cat, C-A-T. So, she would see C-A and get to a word like calendar and think it said cat. Because she didn't, because of the way she was taught, she wasn't taught that it's k-at. Hebrew is very much like you sound it out, not the look at it and say calendar if you see cat, but k-at. Okay, so you need to really sound out each letter vowel combination and then it works perfectly. So anyway, that's the story of a failed, by the way, they dumped that concept the year or two after my sister was in first grade. Anyway, so Barbara, we are on, hold on. We are on line number 2.
We're doing line number 2. Didn't we just,
We
okay.
just finished line
Yeah.
number 1,
I'm sorry, which line do you want me to do?
2.
Okay. Mella, mal, he, ham, lahim, ha, kadosh, baruch, hu.
Very nice, thank you. Mary, line number 3, please.
Okay. Balacham,
Boachem, it's an F.
thank you. Balachem, Lishalom, Malche,
Whoops, hold on. Don't forget the aleph, the silent letter after the lamed. So try that word again.
Malche, Malchem,
Mal,
Mal,
no, mal,
yeah,
hey.
thank you. Malche.
Yeah.
Shalom. Malcha, Malcha,
Same thing.
yeah, Malche,
Yep,
Elyom,
right. Very nice. Okay, does everybody see that?
thank you.
You're welcome. It's this word here that we're stumbling over. So it's mal, hey. Mal, hey. Okay, next line, please. Which is line 4, I think. Yeah. Gail B, please.
Mella, Malke, Hamlakem, Hakadosh, Baruchu.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Denise, the next line, please. Denise, you're muted.
Okay, go ahead. I mean, me, go ahead.
Yeah.
Barchun,
Wait a minute. Start again.
Barchoni,
Yes.
La
Le.
Alam, Le Olam.
No. Start again.
Oh, I'm sorry, Le Shalom.
Yes, nice.
Malachi, Ha Shalom, Malachi, Malacha,
Nope, you were right you were closer the first time.
Malachi,
Mhm.
A Young.
No, just Elyon. Hold on a minute. I can't tell you how many insurance people call me all the time. My standard answer, please take my name and number off your list. I'm not interested in anything you have to sell me. There you go. I'm done.
They like you.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay. I just want to remind you all, when you have a word like this, that you need to come to a dead stop right there. So it's mal ache. You don't want it to be mala. It's not mala. If it were mala, it would be written like that. You see the difference? Okay, mal ache versus mala.
So
The word that
Carol,
we're, yes,
sorry to interrupt. What does
No,
it
it's okay.
mean?
Okay,
It means, if I know what it means, somehow it helps me.
angels of,
Okay, thank you.
not to be confused with the word with the word that's, this words that are on the next line. Okay, so let me just see. We read 1, 2, 3, 4. I think Denise, you read line 5, I think. So we're on line 6 with Jamie. Line 6, please. You need to unmute yourself.
Mella, me Mella,
Yep.
Malche, Hamlachim, Hakadosh, Baruch. Hu.
Yes, very, very nice. Please look at and pay attention to the difference between two words. The second word on this line, which is malche, and the third word on the line above it, malache. Please notice the difference. One word has the aleph in it, and one word doesn't. The word with the aleph in it, malache, are messengers of or angels of. The word malche are kings of or king of. Actually, it's a singular, it's king of. Apologies for putting the extra ad. So, mi melech, malche hamalachim. So that is basically it's king of kings is what that says. So anyway, okay, next line, and I think I'm at Fran.
Yes, okay. Seitem la sholem.
Wait a minute, slow down, please, and do that first word again.
Seit hem.
Yes, nice.
Hem la sholem. Malachi hasholem. Malachi elyon.
Okay, very nice. But just as I said before, please remember to go malache. Otherwise, it looks like you're saying malache.
Is that first word again on that line?
Seitem.
Seitchem.
Okay, so
So
the 2 dots under the tough means that you have to, that it becomes the end of the tzadi.
no. Okay, so hang on. We've got the tzadi with the 2 dots underneath it going side by side like the snake side. That's
Say.
say. The aleph next to it is a silent letter with no vowel, so we can ignore it for the time
Okay.
being. So it's say. The next, the tough has 2 dots underneath, which tells you to come to a dead stop, basically. Seit chem.
Wow.
The 2 dots, which is the shva, which is the silent vowel, allows you to put 2 consonant sounds together. Because every Hebrew letter has to have a vowel. If you didn't have a silent vowel, you would not be able to come up with a word like India. That's two consonants together, right?
I just wonder why that olive is even there.
That's a very good question. And it's, okay, and it is there because it's with the spelling of the word. The root of this word is to go out. I was listening to a musical program yesterday and they were singing different songs, and some singing group in the late 40s, early 50s, I think. The guy was saying, sang an English language version of the Hebrew song Tsena Tsena, you know, Tsena 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 Ha Banotor Ena. Tsena, that the word Tsena is spelled the tzadi with the aleph because it's go out. Tsena 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 means go out, go out, go out, girls. And look at the chayalim, the soldiers. Okay, so it's a song that's encouraging young girls to go out and, you know, find a mate, actually, at some level. Okay, but so just like in English, we spell the word laugh, L-A-U-G-H. Why is the U there? I don't know, right? Why is the U there? Why isn't it L-A-G-H or L-A-F-F? I don't know. It's, you know, so there's a similar kind of a thing. There are certain rules and Hebrew words. You want to make sure you've got the correct word. I hope that answers the question. And by the way, sometimes I'll go on detours. You can tell when I'm on a detour, and if you want to, you know, tune out, that's fine. Just wanted to let you know. Okay, so now we are at, hold on one second.
Last line.
Carol,
So-
the detours teach me a lot. I like your detours.
Well, thank you.
I learn a lot from them.
Thank you. Okay, so now we're on the last, basically the last line, and I think I'm up to Arena. And you need to unmute yourself. I had muted you. You were talking in the background before.
Oh, very wise of you. Anyway. Mi melech mal hey hamlahim hakadosh baruch hu.
All right, and Baruch, don't forget the ch. Baruch.
Baruch
Hu.
hu.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, does anybody have any questions on this particular prayer? You might notice I stopped on the word particular because I tend not to pronounce the R. I'm from New England.
Question, there's two more lines there. Do you not typically recite those?
We have to write-
Correct, we typically do not recite those, but because they're there and I have two more people that need to read, we will read them right now. So let me call on Barbara. I think you haven't read yet.
I have read, and I don't have another 2 lines in my book.
I'm
Okay.
looking at the ones that she sent out to us.
Oh,
Okay. But I know that Edith did not read. So Barbara, because Barbara, your picture moved on my screen. So that's why I called on you. But I know that Edith, so if you've read, that's fine. Thank you. I'll call on Edith. Edith, do you have are you using the sheet I sent? The picture I sent?
No, I have the Siddur, and I have a copy of my own, but it only has 8 lines.
Okay. Edith, you're the next one up when we go to the next thing. Okay,
Okay, where are we going?
so let us go back now to Ashrei, which I think I mentioned last week I was going to use as my filler prayer.
Okay.
Because it's recited at least 3 times a day. Twice in Shacharit, once at the beginning of Mincha. It's recited after the Torah service on Shabbat morning. It's recited a lot. So you see the pages.
96.
Now I know that we started this last week. I do not recall because I didn't write it down where we stopped. So let's start again.
Thank
It will
you.
not,
What-
it will not hurt. And Fran, Karen, you have a question?
Yeah, what page is Ashrei?
Okay, which door are you looking at?
I'm in Siddur Sim Shalom right
The
now.
Complete Sim Shalom, page 420.
Okay,
It's on other pages as well, but it's also on 420. At the bottom of 420.
Carol, I don't have, you have that page 96 in the Shalom for Shabbat and the festivals,
Yes,
and that's not what's here. It's a Psalm of David,
it is
Psalm
a Psalm.
145.
That's what this is. That is what this is.
Oh,
Give me a minute. I'm gonna go cross-reference. Yes. So, okay. On page 9, if you're in a Sim Shalom for Shabbat and festivals and you're on page 96, it starts basically at the top and it says Psalm, whatever it says, is another number. It says Psalm
145.
84:5, 144:15, and then it goes Psalm 145. We're going to start at the very, very top. So Ashrei takes 2 lines from 2 different spots and then goes to Psalm 145. Okay? It's confusing, I know. If you look at the Hebrew, it's less confusing because you don't have to read the tiny, tiny letters. Is everybody with me? I hope. Okay, good. And okay, so Edith, you're up.
Okay. Ashrei. Yosh Bay. Beteka.
Okay, try to
Oh.
remember. Hold on. Try to remember that last sound is ha, not ka.
I struggle. I struggle with that. Every instructor, I'm not hearing it, and it's really, it's not. I'm sorry.
No, don't apologize. It is.
I don't
Okay.
have a correction for it yet. Excuse me. Od Yahal Od Yah Od Hal Luka.
All right, you were between the first and the
Haluka.
second. Hold on. Between the first and second attempts, you got it correct. But don't forget the little yud at the beginning is like a Y. So it's yeh,
Yeah.
ha,
Ha,
li,
le,
lu, ha.
Yahal Luka.
Yeah,
Now it sounds like I'm having too many L's in there.
nope, not at
I'm
all.
co-
How many? Look
Okay.
at the Hebrew word. How many L's are in? How many lameds are in the Hebrew word? There are 2 lameds there. You
Yeah.
need to have 2.
Okay, I thought I heard 3. I'm
Mm-mm.
good. Okay. Selah.
Okay, very nice. Now, let me just stop. That was good. Thank you very much. Let me stop. And I wish that,
Can I ask a question? I mean,
yes, of course.
a suggestion. That last cough, it's a cough, right? The ending cough, final cough.
It's the chaf. Yeah, chaf sofit, the final chaf. Yes.
All right. Okay, maybe a way to remember it is that it's usually that final letter is always that guttural sound, and you could think of halt. You know,
That's the
Ah,
trouble I have. The guttural is my problem.
the actual sound. Yeah.
Yeah.
perfection. Okay.
I end up saying the K sound, but that guttural is somewhere.
Yep. Okay. All right. I want to show you this. And Nancy, please take a stab at reading this word. You're muted, so you need to unmute.
So you want me to read from what you?
Yes. Yes, please. If you can see it and do it.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Guess what? That's correct. Guess what? Hold on. I think I spelled this correctly in English. I don't know. I've lost my ability to spell in English, but assuming I spelled it correctly, guess what? That's this word.
Mhm.
So here we have an example of a Hebrew word that came into English. As I said, assuming I spelt it correctly, which I think I did. And Yehallelujah comes from that word. That's the same root. You look and see in the middle of the word that Edith just read, getting my red pen. I outlined it in my red pen, the hey, the lamed, the lamed. The beginning of hallelujah. It's also the word hallel.
And that
And
means kosher,
it means praise,
praise. Okay.
praise. Okay. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question.
Okay.
So the first line that we've just read, the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth word, is that word pronounced Yehallelujah?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it is. And Yehallelujah. Hold on, I'm looking now at, I have two different Siddurim open. Just 1 second to see the translations. Blessed is on your house, they shall pray. Okay, so what it says in the Siddur Sim Shalom for Shabbat and festivals, I like that translation. It says, blessed are they who dwell in your house. They shall praise you. They shall praise you. Yehallelujah. That's what that word is. By the way, I've been known to say the following. Hebrew is very efficient. It uses a lot of prefixes and suffixes to make one word, in which in English, take, they shall praise you, four words, and in Hebrew it's one word. Okay? So if everyone's still with me, we'll go to line 2 with Nancy, please.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute, Tula has a question.
Yeah, I never get to recite anything.
Did I miss you?
Yeah.
Okay, Tula, I am, okay. 1,000 apologies. Part of the problem with Zoom is I look at my screen and I go along and then Zoom moves people around. It's why is it doing this?
Well,
So,
I'm having trouble with that last word, so I would love to do this.
please
Ash-
do it.
Ashrei ha'am shekachalo.
Yeah.
Ashrei ha'am she'adonai. And this one I can't figure out. Elohayom.
Okay, almost.
Elo.
Wait 1 sec. I'm gonna do it for you. Give me a minute.
What line are we on?
Eloha of.
Yeah, it's Elohav. We are on line 1.
Elohav.
We're on the second line. Okay, so we had this last week. Here it is. And if you could see how I bracketed the end
Right.
in red.
Yeah.
Okay, because you will see that frequently. It is a suffix.
Oh.
And it's always pronounced as in OVE as in love, not O, but love. LOVE is love. This is Elohav.
So it goes with the that's underneath the hay.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Correct.
Okay, so that all those 3 is the of sound.
Correct.
Beautiful. Thank you.
You're welcome. And
So
I
that's
apologize for missing it.
Elohav.
Yes, excellent. That's perfect. Okay.
You want
now
me
let
to
me-
say the Tehillah LeDavid?
Yes, you did. You did it very nice. Very good. So Tehillah David, a Psalm of David. David is David. Okay, now people have moved around on my screen, and in order for me to keep track, I'm just going to call people that I see on my screen. And apologies if you're in a different order than you were before, because the whole screen moved. Anyway, Gail K, please.
Aromimcha Elo Hi,
Mhm.
Hamelech, Va'avarcha, Shimcha, Leolam, Va'ed.
Very nice. Yes, thank you. Barbara, you're next on my screen.
B'chol yom avarchemcha.
Okay, whoops, wait a minute.
Okay,
So
want me to
B'chol
try it
Yom is,
again?
no, B'chol Yom is fine. Then we have Avarche. Now that
Oh.
last letter, what's on top of the little T sounding vowel?
A dot.
Right, and we went over this. A dot makes it not the ch sound, but the k sound.
Aha. Hang on. Avarchemcha.
Right, Avarche ka.
Ka. Okay. Ahal la.
Okay,
Shimha.
wait.
Okay.
Stop. Let me point something out. Now, this word is similar to our hallelujah word because it's from the same root. But here's a very important thing to learn. Hold on. Okay. So notice that at the end of this word, we have two letters that are the same. Hopefully they look the same too, even though I tried to write them the same.
They do.
Okay, good. The first one has, they're lameds. When you have two lameds in a row, or two of any letter, whether it's a lamed or any other letter, and the first one, so there are two together, and the first one has the shva, the two dots underneath, you have to pronounce that. You have to make it va-a-ha-le-la. Otherwise, you won't know that there are two L sounds.
You can't go hal la.
No, because if you do va-ha-la, someone will think it's only one L sound.
Hal la.
Ha-le-la. You have to get the le.
La.
So just like however you spell hallelujah in English, notice I stuck the E between the two L sounds.
Mhm.
Hallelujah, because you have to, you want to make sure you hear the two L's. So you can't say hallelujah because I'm hearing just one L. You have to hear two L's sounds. Hallelujah.
I thought you can't pronounce the schwa.
Yes, you can pronounce the schwa. It is occasionally pronounced like the I in it. It's halle, same sound.
La.
Yes. Va, a, ha, le, la.
Va, ha, le, ha.
Le, la.
Va, ha, le, ha.
Le, la. It's two L's.
I'm putting them together, right? Va, ha, le, la. I tried to do it separate.
The, a, ha, le, la.
Lech, la.
Okay, sounds good. Next.
Shimha, la, o, lam, va'ed.
Okay, just make sure that next to the last word is le olam because it's two dots. Le olam, not la olam.
Le, o, lam. Okay.
Yeah, very good.
Still having problems with the lamed with the schwa.
It's le, like lick, le.
Lech.
Okay. Okay, the next line. Karen, please. You're muted. Karen, you're muted.
Okay, let's see. I just lost it. We ended.
Okay, so,
Okay.
Yeah.
Gadol,
yeah,
Adonai,
ooh,
ha,
ooh.
whom, la.
Okay, hold on. That word starts with a vowel. It's okay. Now, we typically do not find words that start with a vowel. This is an exception. If a word is going to start with a vowel, it is going to be this vowel. So what this vowel is,
Ooh, it's an
Ooh.
ooh, it's an ooh, it's an ooh. Okay, so here's the explanation, because you might be saying, well, wait a minute, how can you tell me no words start just with a vowel? They all have to start with letters, and here we go with a vowel starting a word. You might be confused. I would be. Let me explain what it is. Right now, I am carrying in my hand, I have in my hand a book. I mean, it's a Siddur, but it's a book, right? It's a book. But if I were to go into my kitchen and open my refrigerator and find this big round green thing, because I like them green, because I like them sour, and that is an APPLE, right? Apple. And I have that in my hand. I don't have a apple in my hand. I have an apple, right? A book, an apple. It sounds better. It's just how we speak English. It's the same thing in Hebrew, similar thing, I should say. Remember, I said that Hebrew was efficient. If you want to say and in Hebrew, there is no standalone word for and. The prefix v is and in Hebrew. But there are certain situations where we don't say the because it doesn't sound nice. And instead we say ooh. This is one of those cases. So that's the why you have a vowel at the beginning of this word. It means and. So let's start again, Karen, on that line, please.
Gadol, Adonai, ha, la.
Okay, so that word is hu, lal.
Lao.
Hu, lal.
Hu, la.
Don't forget the L at the end, lal.
Lal.
Yeah.
Mado.
Me, ode.
Ode.
Nice.
Valaga. Do.
Okay, wait a minute. Do it slowly, one by one.
La.
There.
Lo. Ga.
There, league.
Then do, la, to.
Okay. Couple of things. Let's get some corrections. So I just am drawing here a tic-tac-toe board. All right. Now, if I were the filled in circles playing tic-tac-toe and I got this, you know what I would do? I would say, ooh, I won. Ooh, I won. So that's how you can remember that those three dots going down at an angle to the right is ooh. Okay.
Okay.
So the word we're on is the, league, do, la, to.
The, ga, do.
Wait. Lee,
Velig do lato.
Almost. Velig do lato.
Velig do lato.
Okay. Yep.
That's the final. Ach,
Ain.
ein hakara.
Almost. Hey,
Hey,
care.
care.
Period. That little dot's a period. So
Excuse
And-
me.
it's okay. In my opinion, it's very important to read what's there, not what's not there. So-
Gee.
And I recommend a handy dandy device called a magnifying glass. And it's very helpful because it's hard to distinguish some of these dots and dashes. And so I do really recommend that you get I have magnifying glasses now all over my apartment. I have a tiny little one in the kitchen because a big one, I don't want it to fall and break. But, you know, in order for me to read instructions, how do I cook this? How do I heat that up? How many minutes, whatever. I don't know, the packaging, the writing is getting smaller and smaller.
Yes.
So let me see. Okay, the next line, and I think that's about all we'll have time for, but Edith, please, the next line.
Okay. Let's see. Door, la door. Hold on. Yeshava, Yeshabah, Yeshabat,
No, the last letter is the ch.
Yeshabah.
Yeshabach.
Okay. Is that ma?
Yep.
Okay, ma'asheka.
Almost. Okay. The dot, where's the dot on that letter sin? It's a letter, it's a letter sin.
Ma'aseka.
Right, ma'asecha, yeah.
Okay, roteka.
Okay, good.
Yagidu.
Yagidu, yes. Okay, I'm going to write down that we're starting next time on line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, line 7. Does anyone have any questions?
No. What should we just concentrate on this for next week?
Okay, so next week, hold on, I need my phone. A long time ago, I did something very stupid and I no longer have a working printer and it's a long story. So I went to the copy store this morning to print out some things and I meant to print this out and of course I didn't. So give me a minute while I find what's on the schedule for next week, which is good.
Thank you.
Probably I changed it around since I picked up Shalom Alechem. All right, so we will be working on Friday night Kiddush and Ashrei.
Carol,
Yes.
can you read this last two sentences in Shalom Aleichem, which is Ki Melacham? Can you just read this two?
Yes,
last
hold on.
line?
Wait a minute, let me find it. Hold on. Are you using something in a Siddur or the page I sent?
722, yeah, and the complete.
722 incomplete? Hold on.
Yeah, they have two lines, which is a little bit.
Wait. Let me find it. Give me a chance to get to it.
Okay.
Okay, so the last two, those of you who have the complete Sim Shalom and can go to page 722, and I believe it may be what I photoed. Let me see.
It
And
is.
it's what I photoed and sent to you, I believe. Okay, so those last two lines are ki mal achav yitzaveh lach lishmarcha b'chol dirachecha Adonai yishmor tzeitcha uvoacha me'ata v'ad olam. Now, you're welcome, my pleasure. You may have noticed, if you were paying attention, that how I pronounced a particular word, give me a minute. I just want to point something out real quick.
Take him out.
Okay, this word here, I pronounced it as yishmor, not yishmar, because the little T vowel has a space in it. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to circle it in red. Okay, so the T seems to be broken a little bit. And so that is an indication that you should say it like an O and not an ah. So it's yishmor, not yishmar. I will advise you and let you know that there are a whole lot of people who don't know this and mispronounce these words. Drives me nuts, but that's only me. Okay?
But also, thank you, but there's a word, I think it's the third word on that first line you just read.
Mhm.
Why, the vav or the u, why?
Because it's got a dot, yitzaveh.
Yeah.
Is that, okay, give me a minute, now that I'm writing on myself. Give me a second. Okay, so you would expect to see it that looks like this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but yitzaveh, but there's a dot. And that's confusing because it looks like it's a vowel. So first and foremost, you cannot have two vowels following one another. You have this vowel, this means this cannot be a vowel. What the dot does is to double the letter. So for example, let me give you an English word that doubles a letter, but you don't pronounce it any differently just because of it has the doubling. So let me show you. Okay, so here's this English word. Everybody can see it. It says begin, right? But if but when I add the ing to the end to make it whatever it is, I have to double the N, right? Beginning.
Right.
But I basically say begin ing. I don't say beginning. I go begin ing, right? So what the dot in a lot of Hebrew letters does is double the letter, make it from the single N to the double N. It's a grammatical construct. It's very, very, very complicated. But that's why that word had the dot in it. Okay.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Okay. Yitzaveh dash lach. All right. I hope everybody has a good week.
You as well?
Thank you. A
I too.
Shabbat shalom beforehand.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. My pleasure.
Bye,
And I'll see you next
everybody.
week. Bye.